Deepseek can do a whole lot of things for the researcher. Now, you've heard so much about Deepseek, but I'm not sure you've heard that Deepseek can also be a very good scientific computator. It could be your simulator. It could be that AI model that generates Python codes for you to run your analysis, to visualize or simulate your very complex equations, and that in minutes. In this video, I want to show you that workflow, how you can use Deepseek to simulate your equations, turn them into visuals, and bring back the visuals to Deepseek. And Deepseek would help you analyze it, tell you the trend, possibly tell you the result, and how to write the discussion session. In this channel, I share with you all the tips you can leverage upon to become a very good researcher. I explore AI models and how they can supercharge your research business. And that's why I want to subscribe. I want to share this particular video. I want to watch it to the end so that you can learn this tip. Very powerful tip. Let's just dive in. So I've written the method section of my paper, and from what you can see, it has a whole lot of intense mathematics. It has a whole lot of intense formulation, and all the equations has been derived. And I have this as my final equation. Of course, if I'm going to compute this one after the other, this would be a very complex computation. In fact, I may not even get the right answer because of the several parts. Now, these parts are also part of the equation. So, because of the several parts of this equation, computing this energy is going to be a very, very tasking endeavor. But Deepseek can just help me do this in a very short while. Now, I don't also know for this topic, I don't also know what equations or sorry, rather, what charts are important. This is a topic I'm working on, so I don't know what charts are important for this research work. But let me see what chart Deepseek can do for me. So I save my work. I come to Deepseek, and that is that work. I open it into Deepseek, and the work would just load up and it is ready to use. So I would ask, you must always ask a research model this, do you understand the formulation in the attached document? And if it understands, then you're good to go. If it doesn't understand, it means you may need to refresh and ask the question again. So let's wait to see if this model understands the formulation I have in that document. Oh, it's saying yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I understand the formulation presented in the document. It's going to tell me all the things I have done in that formulation. And this is where you need to pay attention. If it is unable to carefully rewrite the things you have put in your formulation, the meaning is that it doesn't understand. And if you progress, you're going to be getting hallucinating answers. But if it is able to carefully detail all the things you have put in the formulation, all the things you have in your document, is able to relate it, is able to rewrite it and put it together, and it as correct as you have it in your formulation, then it understands your work. You can now make progress to the next step of using it to draw up computation. And so it's carefully listing everything I did in that formulation, carefully showing that it has a very deep understanding of all that I have done. Very deep understanding. This is very beautiful. This is very beautiful. So I'll just wait for it to get to all the parts and parts of the formulation I have there. So it understands everything about the formulation. So I want to ask it. Now this is the place you want to learn. Okay. I want to compute, compute and make visuals, make visuals of the necessary plots that will effectively communicate my findings. Communicate my findings. You can tell it, okay, write these, write Python codes that compute the energy, photon energy, photon energy, and make relevant plots. If you have the plot names, you can also mention it. But if you don't have, just ask the question, and this model is going to give me uh, very beautiful code. So just wait for it to revolve around, and it will begin to code for you. It's going to give you the code. It's going to, this is the beautiful part. It's going to give you the Python code. It's going to give you this code accurately, beautifully. It's going to pick all the assumptions you've made in that work, and it's going to outlay all of the equations, all of the different parameters you have used. Is going to write out the equations carefully. Now you could, as you pay attention to this, you could discover that it is picking out the equations. Is the total energy you saw in the document. It is writing out the total energy carefully. So in this first plot, is in this first code rather, it has created for me a computation of the excited energy, the ground energy, and the energy of the full thing. And in the next um, codes here, it is already building for me visuals, how Python code for plotting energy levels and photon energy. It has created that already. It is now going to a Python code for realistic effects on QBER. It's going to build, it has done that already. And I have all of this all set. Of course, I'm going to explain the code. So what do you do with this code? Just copy the first code. Just copy the code and go to Colab. Go to Colab and paste your code. Just paste your code and click on play, at the play sign there that allows the model or this coding space to look into the Python codes you've created, and in few minutes it's going to dig out. It has concluded that is the energy. It has calculated the energy for me. Now this could have taken me several hours to do this computation in a very competent tool, but this model is helping me do just that. This is that energy. I could just copy this energy and put into my work. The next is the visuals. This is the code that creates the visuals. I'm copying it still and taking it to Colab, and I am still putting codes. I'm going to paste the code here and play it, and I'm gonna have a graph. Beautiful. It has created me from me plots already. This is the ground set energy. This is the excited set energy, and the difference in energy level. That is a visual. There is still more. There is still more it did for me. And so I want to go back here and I want to pick this other code and I take it to Google Colab still. And I click on code and I paste that and I run the code by clicking on that play sign, and I'm already having very beautiful visuals all together. And if the visuals are not correct, I can go back to that model and say, oh, the the code, the code for the potentials or the QBER codes are not creating creating the right visuals. And of course, this model is going to rewrite that code. It's going to quickly look at the code again, and it's going to rewrite the code correctly and more appropriately. And so Deepseek, it's not just any tool. It is a tool that has been primed to aid in one form of research work or the other. And so it's creating a new code for me. And this code, I will continue debugging the code, continue to work around the code until it gives me a very correct visual for my work. It could create subplots for me, it could merge two plots together, it could create any code for any computation whatsoever. Deepseek is a very powerful tool for scientific computation. It creates Python code that you can simulate, that you can execute on any Python environment. It can also create MATLAB codes. If you wanted this to be arrow code, you could say, oh, create arrow codes for me, and of course it will not be doing Python codes, it will be doing arrow codes instead. And if you want MATLAB codes, this model can also create MATLAB codes for you, and they'll be very accurate, they'll be very correct, and you can always launch them in any model and you'll get your work visualized, you get your computation done very fast. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to subscribe so that next time I'm sharing something beautiful, you are about the first person to be rich. Thank you for watching.